Hello, students of class 7. You're going to be um, learning the third chapter today. You're going to be looking at chapter number 3 from your English textbooks. It's a poem called In Time of Silver Rain by Langston Hughes. Okay, and two things you will be learning from this lesson today are rhyming words and alliteration. Okay, if you don't know what these are, don't worry about it. We are going to discover it through the lesson. So let's begin by reading the poem. I'm going to read it out. Pay close attention to the words and how I'm pronouncing them, and then we'll come back to what we will learn. In time of silver rain. In time of silver rain, the earth puts forth new life again. Green grasses grow and flowers lift their heads, and over all the plain the wonder spreads of life, of life, of life. In time of silver rain, the butterflies lift silken wings to catch a rainbow cry, and trees put forth new leaves to sing in joy beneath the sky. As down the roadway passing boys and girls go singing too, in time of silver rain when spring and life are new. So we read the poem. This is a very fun and light-hearted poem about the time of rain, the time when we have things growing around us in the rain. It's all about the pleasant views that we see in the rainy season. The poet in different parts of the poem talks about what are the different things that we see when it rains. Like for example, let me just show you here. He talks about seeing a rainbow when it rains. We see green grass growing. We see flowers when it rains. Okay. We see butterflies after the rain has gone. We see butterflies. Okay, we see new leaves. Um, we see people singing and dancing in the rain, little boys and girls, and we see new life. Okay, new life in the sense of plant life, animals that come out, and all of these wonderful things we see in the rain. So when the poet is describing all of these things, what we can do is we can look at the images that have been provided in the textbook to try and understand what are the things he has spoken about. We can definitely see greenery. We can see the green mountains, the green trees. We can see the raindrops falling. We can see the rainbow between the two clouds over here. Okay, and we can see little bushes growing over here. So we have a picture of what the poem is trying to say to us about the time of rain. What we are going to do is we are going to explore something very interesting called rhyming words. Okay, you may have learned this already in class 6. So if you remember it, you will find this very easy. Rhyming words are those words that sound alike towards the end. Okay, I'll give you an example and immediately you will get an idea. If I say rat, bat, cat, if I say these three words, rat, bat, and cat, what you understand is that all of them are ending with the same last two letters, which is AT. Okay, now when I show you this, you already know that they sound alike, and a lot of poems use these kind of rhyming words. These are very simple words. If we have to look at little bit more complex words, I would say round, found, ground. These are slightly bigger words, but they are also rhyming words. Okay, because they are ending with a similar sound, Here also similar letters, which is O-U-N-D. Okay. Where do we see such rhyming words in the poem is what you need to find out. I will give you one example right away, right now. Okay. If we look at the words rain and again, we see that they are both, the last three letters of both are A-I-N. Rain again, right? Rain again. It sounds similar towards the end and that makes it rhyming. Okay, that gives it a very similar sound which makes it rhyming. Let's look at another example. Can we also add plain to the same group? Yes, we can. Why? Because it is also ending in AIN. So all three of them have rhyming words because they end with a similar sound. Now let us look at two other words in the same stanza for which I'm going to use a different color to highlight them. If we look at the word heads and spreads, can you see that the last four ending letters of these words are same? EADS, which produces the sound ed. So we have head and spread, which are rhyming words. What I want you to do is, I will be giving you the activity sheet after this. You need to find out which are the rhyming words in the second stanza. Okay, the way I have shown you in the first stanza over here, the rhyming words, one set of rhyming words is in yellow and the other set of words is in green. You need to show me what are the rhyming words in the second stanza by writing it down in your notebook. Okay, the questions I will be putting in a sheet. You can just find the rhyming words and tell. Now, the second thing that we are going to look at is alliteration. Okay, alliteration is very simple. Let's take a look at what it does. In alliteration, two or more words that have the same sound, that have the same starting sound or letter are placed close to each other. Alliteration is something which poets use to add some more character to their writing, to make their writing better. Okay, alliteration is when two or more words that have the same starting sound. Okay, let's take the poem for example. We need to find two or more words which are starting with the same letter or with the same sound. Let's try and find them, and I'm going to highlight it in purple when I find it. Okay, I'm looking at the first line. In time of silver rain, all words are starting with a different letter. The next line also, it's starting with T and E. They're all different letters. Puts forth new life again. Again over here, I'm not seeing any of these letters. But in the fourth line, I can see green grasses grow. There is something similar about these three words, and that is all three of them start with the letter G and they all start with the sound G. Okay, so this is an example of alliteration. Okay, wherever you see two or more words that start with the same sound or same letter, there you have alliteration. Okay, alright, I'm not going to put any more writing on this. Let's see if there are any more in the upcoming lines. And flowers lift their heads. No alliteration here. And over all the plain, nothing here also. The wonder spreads of life, of life, of life. So there is only one alliteration example in the first stanza, which I have highlighted in purple. You need to find other examples in the second stanza, and there are examples, so please find them and also find examples of rhyming words. Okay, I will send the worksheet on your group. Thank you.